Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing the mini tutorial, I suppose you could say. Where am I? Is? Where are you? Why are you down? Okay, yeah, I'll fix it in a second. But one of the things that has been happening is I had to do things. Oh, well, there you are. Oh yeah, the attack. Okay, anyway, so basically we're gonna be going over base chores and the new things I built because there's just a bunch of things I realized. When you get to the end game, you tend to I don't know why I pull out my spyglass. Anyway, when you get to end game, you're gonna start realizing, well, not end game, but mid game. This is when you kind of start realizing that, whoa. Buddy, yeah, you might need to die. There we go. Ooh, come on. Shoot, I'm trapped. No. How did you? Okay, well, get here and then I can get out. I saw awkward position. No, get like to me, please. Yes, alright, there we go. Alright. Why are you not listening? You're annoying. Okay, anyway, so some of the things that in mid-game is you need to have more things you have to do, and today we're just gonna go over what you should be doing with your base, how to keep it nice and organized, because clearly your beginning base is gonna be a lot different than your original base. It's just something that you'll have to know. Okay, anyway, so I'd like to show you the big things I've been doing off camera for the past few days. One of those is the dinos. Got some raptors clumped in. What are you doing? Turtle, you need to move. No, actually, you need to move. Ah, this mess. I had it all organized. One of the things, though, part of the base chores involves checking for eggs. It doesn't have to be called base chores, but really, it is. Anyway, you might be like, "What are you rambling on?" Oh, is that that doesn't tech raptor egg? I didn't know there was tech eggs. Is that an egg? No. Yes, I did tame like my triceratops. Oh, you guys are doing great. Okay, cool. So if I'd never checked this area, I would probably never noticed there was eggs. And the problem with that is then the eggs decompose and then you won't get them. And when you're in a situation like this, and also I had new things in here, but I'll get to that in a second. When you get into a situation where you need eggs, it's nice to know that your eggs are right there. Well, it's nice to know that you've collected all your eggs. Anyway, so I did tame another snail. That's another thing. Anyway, so before I get into actual base chores, I'd just like to point out what these things do and what the purposes are. What I've made. So I made this chemistry bench. Yes, my favorite thing. So it's really unique, and I'll show you that in a second. But I have to gather resources for that, which I'll do in a second. But this thing right here, industrial cooker, it's very harsh because of the fact you have to make piping, and the piping has to. Please let me out. Well, anyway, the piping has to allow you to snap the thing in. So that's why it's placed weirdly, because I had to put, as you can see right here, piping in the ground to place this thing in. Now it's just weird. This is the best I could place it. Anyway, so right now we're actually gonna make a bunch of dyes because I really need to do that. But basically, it needs the piping so that it can get water, so you don't have to fill it. And see? Look at that. It basically makes life easier by making everything way faster. So, like, it's basically a cookie and pop, just way more advanced. And it cost a lot of resources. That's why it took forever for me to make this video, because I had to farm out those resources. And I'm being honest, you know, if I were to use a cookie pot, it would take way longer to make all this dyes. And I need dyes because I want to dye my armor and all that. And, maybe I'll go into dyes, I don't know. So, it also takes gasoline. Anyway, that's something cool. Now while this is going, I'm just gonna be back in a second because I need to gather some flint so I can make some spark powder to show you just how cool this thing is. Alright, so we're back and we're gonna just put the resources in here and we're gonna make a bunch of spark powder. Oh, I don't want metal right now. I'm tired of that. Okay, anyway. So yeah. I just want to show you what I've made. In here we have a ton of gunpowder. Now, this chemistry bench basically takes the replacement of a mortar and pestle. Oh, cool! Look at all these dyes. Alright, let's just do that. Alright. Now, the problem when I heat it is that it has to have this thing, the electrical generator, with the wire connected to it, and it also has to have its own gasoline. So if I were to take the gasoline out, I couldn't turn it on. If I were to turn this off, then I couldn't turn this on. So it's annoying. It's really annoying. Be completely honest now. And I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. Watch. So it says 25, right? Let me make it super quick. But look at how much more it's making than just 25. That is the amount it said. Now, that's just an example. So, obviously I'm not gonna I didn't gather that many resources because I was just showing you. But it's so much more useful and it does cost a little more than it actually would. It's like, you know, narcotics and a mortar and pestle would usually cost, let me just show you. You know, it would usually cost 5 narco berries in one thing, but it just costs like 3 times more or so. 4 actually. 4 times more, which, I mean, okay, that's a lot, but it gives you more than the cost. And that's just something to keep in mind. Oh, perfect. Now, okay, so now we get going to base chores, because this is something that I really think is something I need to start doing. And the first thing you can probably tell based off where I'm going is if you have a garden, make sure you have tons of fertilizer pre-made. And also always check every time you log on, check to see how much fertilizer there is. Because I've known from experience in other worlds that if you don't, you tend to actually have your crops die, and it's not cool. But if you also don't gather your crops, that's another thing. And also Pooper Scooper died. That's yeah, so I just don't have a Fiomia at this point. But you have to make sure you make poops a lot, and yeah, just I could deposit. What? I missed one? I don't know. I think it deposited them evenly. I hope I did. But just make sure that you collect the crops. Actually, I gotta do that. Because if you don't, they could spoil in there, and also you might just forget about them. If you leave them in there, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the end of the world or anything like that. But it's just something you probably should do. And make sure you put it in your fridge or whatnot. Now again, this is base chores for people who are more advanced. Like, you know, if you have a normal base where you don't really have like machines and all that, you might want to think about just keeping them there, because keeping them on a dinosaur or anything is not that worth it. Yeah, okay, this is veggies, oopsies. Alright. Now the next thing, because while we're in the base, something we gotta talk about is something that I have issues with. First off, it's maintaining your thing. So, like, if I were to have a spark powder bin, I should not have charcoal, for example, in here. And you have to make sure that you do this. Now, another thing, which I know for a fact is a problem in here right now, is putting everything away when you craft something. If you craft something, you know, you gotta put everything away. You can't just keep it in there now. I can't keep it all on me. But I know it's a pain when you're crafting something big. Now, the reason why I say this is a rule for me at least, and why it's a base chore, and by the way, base chores you do every time you log on. Want to. So I'm gonna start doing this a lot more often. Oops. No! I just wasted gasoline. Oops. The reason why this is a big deal is because... Oh, can I move? No! Oh, okay, whatever. Actually, let's put the oil in here because I don't have an oil chest, but that's fine. Wait, do I? Yeah, no. But you really want to make sure that you, are doing these because, let's just say, you look through, you look through your storage boxes and you need to craft something in your smithy, but you don't think about looking in your fabricator, and you kept all your metal, and you go on a metal run, and you realized you have like 3,000 metal. That's probably not gonna happen, but if it did, it's something that I've experienced enough to know, like, you just want to clean out everything. Like, look through everything, including in here, because this is something that I don't do. Sometimes we'll leave metal up here and I'll forget about it. Oh wow, that's a lot of charcoal. And through your maintain. So, like, if you use a bird a lot, you might want to look through it and just see what it has. Like, oh, Sargo skins, that's pretty good. Ooh, that's pretty good. Arrows, nice. I already have a full chest for that, but, if you look through all this, you're like, oh, okay, cool stuff. It's just much more easier. Oh, see, like, I left metal in here. Oh, I can't move. But, it's something that you gotta do, and you might even want to check through your dinosaurs that lay eggs, because you never know. You left something in there, and you need it. But the big key thing is, don't put it in random spots. That's something big. And I'll probably do the rest of that off camera because I really don't have time for it. But I'm just showing you examples of what I'm talking about. And also, the other thing is also make sure that when you're crafting something, you also have all your stuff from your storage or wherever you keep your stuff in your thing where you craft it, because, like, if you're crafting something in your fabricator and you're like, shoot, I need more metal, but you didn't check through your metal box, for example, that could actually end up costing you because you actually will need to do something else. Now, the other thing, I don't know why I keep the door open. Actually, honey, that's something also. This thing I never check. Oh, yeah, well, we probably should put those back, but yeah. I hate this! One of the biggest space chores, though, that I really do not enjoy. I think it's this one, right? So one of the base chores that I really don't like, and you don't have to do all these, this is just something you should do, is making sure everything has gasoline, because, especially if you're on servers, because, like, as you can see here, 21. But just because there's 21 in this thing doesn't mean that, let's just say this thing, oops, I just clicked the wrong thing. This thing has, yeah, see, it only has 10, so I probably am gonna have to make more gasoline. Let's see how much this has. 10, again, more gasoline. Oh, I still need to clean that out. Yeah. But it's something that if you don't do, if you don't have, like, about even amounts of gasoline in everything that needs it, or if you are, like, noticing that you have a high amount in one and a low amount in another, it's something that you gotta think about. Because it's annoying. It's just annoying to, like, walk into something and be like, no. And then the next one is probably another obvious one, make sure you check through all your eggs. I already did it earlier, but I'm just gonna give another example. So I go through, oh, first egg of the day! Yes! I mean, first egg, I said the wrong thing. First egg in the history of terror birds I've ever gotten on in any world. That's really impressive. Okay, yeah, you're gonna need more movement speed. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, okay. What's this? Oh, poop. Yeah, just go through here, and as you just saw, if I didn't go in there. Oh, cool! See? Look at that. If you don't check this, now it's more than just every time you log on. You have to check this every time you leave the base and come back. Or even if you're at the base for a long time. Like, every 30 minutes. Because every 30 minutes or so, you know, eggs decompose. So that would be the amount of time. I mean, it's probably not the best idea, but... And as you can see, I've been doing it often because I have 3 Pegomastix eggs. I mean, some of these eggs are just random. But, like, yeah. Really worth it. And also, while we're on topic, make sure you keep your refrigerators organized because if you mix your crops with your eggs, you're just going to get confused. Now, the next one on my thing, I mean, I really should be doing this. Actually, I'm not going to do it now, but I might do it soon, you know? But make sure everything's fed. Now, the reason why you gotta do this is because, you know, like, okay, like, it says right here. You see that, like, steak looking thing? No, T-bone, I think it's called. Well, it's basically the food bar. I mean, and you can always just check inside and see what it has. Like, oh, it has meat. But if it doesn't, it's bad. So you just gotta make sure everything is food, and eventually I'll make a feed trough. Anyway, I'm gonna be right back, because the next chore, well, the last chore for me at least, is to go up and gather metal. And the reason why this is a thing is because, you know, if you have low metal supplies, you don't have to, like, wait when you're actually crafting something. So, yeah. Alright, so over here, right here, has some metal. Not a lot, but some. Now, this is where I get my metal from, in case you're wondering, because you probably do. But, because if you've never played this game, you're probably wondering. But these things right here, they look a little yellow. You mine them, and you get tons of metal. Now, just keep in mind, if you mine this with an Angelo, you get more metal. And, make sure to mine this with a metal pickaxe, because if you don't, you're not going to get as much. And then you just put it in your bird. This bird specializes in weight, so that's cool. So it means it could hold more, but yeah, I'd really recommend doing this where you pump weight. As you can see, 1,000 weight on this bird. Now, this is my female. My male bird's for, like, fighting. Oh, shoot, I have no water. Just the one thing you've got to make sure is you don't hit anything. And you'll find metal, these types of metal, in the mountains. Because I live next to mountains, really easy. But I do know from experience, if you're not near, like, right up against a mountain, it can get rough. So yeah, yeah, that's something. And, yeah, so we'll be back as soon as we finish this up. And, alright, we're back. Oh, wow. Let's see what levels. H.R.N.S.s, I really... Oh, mantas. Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. And, I'll put the metal in there in a few minutes, but probably do it off camera. But, come on, I'm stuck again. Oh, my God. I don't get it. Ark, fix your game. I mean, I know I'm complaining. But, like, every time I get down here, it literally just, like, glitches me out completely. Anyway. How are you doing? We'll put the metal in off camera. Just make sure it's melting. Anyway, so that's my base chores, and I mean, I'm probably just gonna remember them because I've done them in other worlds. But the one thing you have to keep in mind is, if you're not familiar with this, make a note. I mean, you literally get a note on level 1. So it's not even that hard to make. I don't know why I put up the engrams instead of my actual list of things I've learned. And you don't even have to, you know, spend engrams on learning that because it's already made. And you just type in everything you want. And boom! Anyway, so, something I've been wanting to do is painting. Oops. The problem is that I've been waiting for this, so that's why I made a bunch of dyes. And it's not all the dyes in the game, actually. I probably could have added narco berries and I would have made a lot more, but as you can see, it's relative shades. And also I need to make a spray painter, I think. Oh no, I think you make it here. Yeah. So I just need some crystal hide. Okay, that's not hard. And then you can make this as soon. Awesome! Okay, cool. I'll put all this away later, but I'm not following my base chores. But then again, who cares? Okay, please stop. So I do want to paint my industrial cooker. Stop it! Apply coloring. I know how to do this, I think. Alright, so let's put that there. Alright, now I'm gonna be right back because I gotta look up the buttons again, but there is a way to do this. Alright, so we're back, and so basically for PS4 you have to press certain buttons to enable each color region, because right now if I were to paint this, it only is going to paint one part because there's 6 color regions. So I want to color the whole thing, so that means I have to do each color region. And you can look up like which color region switch for which item. But and the spray painter only paints objects that you can place. So like I can't spray paint my dino. That's just not a thing. And yeah. So alright, so left, what's this called? Left 2 on the PS4 control, plus I'll show pictures on screen. And yeah, what I'm doing. Because honestly, I really cannot explain what I'm doing. Alright. And as you can see, everything is painted except for... Oops, I did not do that region. Oh, it's... That's just disabled still? What? That does not make sense. L1. L2. There we go. There we go. So, I mean, not everything's gonna be colored, but hey, it worked well. And I'm probably just gonna paint my storage box at some point. But, yeah, it's something you can do. Pretty cool, actually. Now, I want to paint my armor. Oh, it's almost broken, actually. But it's something I've been wanting to do. I'm not sure what colors. Yeah, I might just do green. Too much green. I'm addicted to green. Okay, you know. It's fine. Alright, stop moving! Okay. So as you can see, there's no region 6, which just means... and also, this thing is from the alpha, if you kill an alpha. So as you can see, boom. It's not rotating at all. I don't get it. So, I need to cut my hair up, but I'll get into that later. So, just do this, and I'm just gonna paint all my armor. I mean, green. There's probably parts that... Yeah, there's definitely parts I do not like when it's fully green, so I'm just gonna change that, actually. Let's add this color. Sky coloring looks cool. Don't. No, no, no. Yes. What did... Okay. Stop. Okay, I mean, it doesn't look that good. I'm not sure. No, 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 white. There. Nope, white there. Stop moving! Oh, come on. No, white there too. Alright, what is this? Green? Yeah, definitely green there. Alright. I mean, I kind of look trash, but I really don't care at this point. And then... yes, that. Yes. Yes. I think sky coloring's gonna go in region 4. Yeah. And what does region 5 do? Yep, definitely. And you can see no region 6 again. I don't look that bad. I mean, it kind of look weird, but that's just usual, I suppose. And oh, I forgot, you can also dye your weapons. No, I like this way, and then... Alright. Well, anyway, that's, it's not my armor. It's weird, but it's something. And, if you want to know how to dye your dinosaurs, you just get a paintbrush and all that junk. Anyway, so, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And, next video will probably... Yeah, I look way better. Anyway, so hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you are confused about base chores, just basically it's when you do the things that are going to help you stay more organized and become more neat in your base. And also, if you don't like the base chores, you don't have to follow it. It's just something I'm doing, so you guys can get an idea of what I'm doing while I'm behind the scenes for every video now. So from now on, I'm basically doing the same thing over and over, but it's really worth it. And yeah, so if you guys are confused, I put a description to the site if you're still confused about how to do this, and it has like the keys for everything, including Xbox and PC controls, because yeah. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.